Hey, we're here with the cast and the stars of Legends of Tomorrow. So, who isn't on the show? I mean, it's everyone. Who's left?
Good question.
Arrow and Flash, they have to hold up their own, end of the bargain on their shows, but they'll be joining us at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, so set up the show a little bit, because it doesn't come out till next year.
Well, I mean, we haven't done a single thing except put these.
Tell us what we're doing.
This is the first time we've all been together, so it's a little awkward.
This is it.
Well, I mean, we're writing the pilot right now, so it's exciting. We know that there's going to be time travel involved, and we know there's going to be sort of a Dirty Dozen style, Ocean's 11 style sort of time traveling romp where you have this mix match team of heroes and villains and in-betweeners.
Quit. I have no idea. We do know that it's
Lock the door.
We do know that it's going to be monstrous.
Yeah.
Monsters.
It's a big. A lot of ambition is being invested into this thing. That's what we do know.
Is it self-contained, or is it going to be overlap with Flash and Arrow?
It will be launched by the crossover episodes. We will have our own 2-hour pilot, which is sort of predicated on a Flash crossover and an Arrow crossover, in which each of these characters and more are introduced and then sort of launched into the stratosphere, future and past with our series.
Yeah.
Confused yet?
Yep.
I mean, it's really interesting because the film industry is like racing to set up these big interconnected universes.
Right.
But TV, like you guys have been able to do it in like 18 months.
We have a lot more episodes.
In your face. But it's crazy. It's how TV is now leading the charge for that. It's kind of
Right.
a little bit.
Right. It's we're certainly breaking new ground, doing what Avengers was able to do in a movie that costs hundreds of millions of dollars. Except we're going to do it 16 times in the next 9 months, so no pressure.
The advantage really is that you can go deep in TV in a way that you never can in a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. And I mean, especially when you pick up your characters.
Exactly.
And you get these whole backstories and see how they're going forward. Yeah. And so the last time we saw you were dead.
Yeah.
How is this going to work? I imagine we'll see a Lazarus pit of some sort, perhaps.
I mean, I think in the promo, everybody kind of saw me coming up from that nice hot tub of Lazarus pit. But what we don't know yet, which I don't know yet either, really, is how Sarah's going to be different. Because the person who goes into the pit is not necessarily the same person who comes out.
Right.
So there's definitely going to be some major changes for her. And I'm excited about those, see where it goes.
Yeah.
She was already kind of a batty, crazy character, and now I think she's going to be like...
Yeah. And Sarah, you're a new addition, and you're going to be playing Hawk Girl.
Yeah.
Tell us the one sentence you know.
I wish I could tell you. I know, honestly. I mean, I'm just excited to finally to get this chance to I don't know, kick ass and fly. It's really cool to see some more heroines on TV. And not just all the dudes, girl power.
Well, your earrings are so perfect.
Here's
Right?
my little homage to Hot Girl.
Yeah.
I mean, because she's so new.
You can't wear those. You can't have those. Cute addition. Stop it.
Am I good? But because she's so new, I think it's going to be a lot of kind of figuring out who she is and we have this whole origin for her now to figure out where she comes from and how she's reincarnated or who she started as. I think it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah. Are you guys have been around for a while now in the show. Are there things you want to do with your characters that you haven't been able to do yet that you might be able to in this year's?
Well, I'm just speaking on my part and working with Wentworth and Heat Wave and Captain Cold. As Wentworth said, in TV you get the chance to really, toothpick. In TV,
food, lunch.
Yes. In TV, you get to really explore characters. I mean, you have time to really invest in their journeys, and for me personally, that's the exciting part to see where Heat Wave evolves and how Captain Cold and Heat Wave come together.
I'm looking forward to butting heads. We have a common goal, and we're all teaming up, heroes and villains, to face this kind of super villain, but that doesn't mean we're necessarily going to get along. And I think on
Absolutely.
Why can't we all get along? Why?
We got to butt heads.
Why?
That's drama. That's storytelling.
What's interesting to watch.
That's great storytelling.
And so the one last thing. So a big elephant in the room is Vandal Savage. What can you tell us about Vandal Savage?
Well, we have not cast Vandal yet, but it's he's our mythological.
So there's an
rat.
opening.
There's an opening. Can you play an immortal Egyptian?
Done.
Done.
Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.